Everyone, and welcome back to this podcast. I'm excited to get back into the swing of things. I hope you guys had a great holiday break, including Christmas and New Year's and whatever holiday you ended up celebrating. I ended up going down to Arizona to visit my family, and I had a lot of fun. So I'm really grateful for the little break, and I'm nervous / anxious / a little bit excited for school to start. Anyway, I wanted to kind of just slowly go back in there gradually. So today's episode's only going to be a few minutes, less than 10 for sure. And then I'm totally going to edit this out if it's more. So if it's in here, then I met my goal of less than 10 minutes. Anyway, I thought that I would share the statistics from 2023. I obviously did not do that in 2022 because there wasn't really anything to share since I had started literally a month before, or 2 months before. So I have my settings set to January 1st of 2023 to December 31st, 2023. So the entirety of 2023, here are the statistics. For 2023, I had a total of 1,929 downloads / listens. So that's pretty awesome. That's almost 2,000, and I am pretty happy with that. The most amount of listens I had was in October with a total of 404. So in January I had 151 listens. February I had 121. March I had 72. April I had 92. May I had 118. June I had 87. July I had 208. August I had 257. September I had 220. October I had 404. November, I had 105, and December, I had 94. So pretty consistent, with the most being in the summer months, which I'm not necessarily surprised by that. July, August, September, and October. The fall months, maybe, is better to say. My most listened to episode was episode 29, Through You. This was published on March 13th of that year, and it had a total of 46 downloads. And by the way, when I say downloads, it means listens or downloads. Downloads doesn't necessarily mean that someone's listened to it. So a download counts as someone listening to, I think, more than 2 minutes of something. And then if it's a shorter episode, like 1 to 2 minutes, if they listen to the entirety of it. So that's kind of how it counts it. If you don't listen to the entirety of an episode, it will still count as a listen, even though you didn't listen to all of it. So yeah, fun fact. That's just something that I was looking into. So when I say downloads, that just means listens. If it's like automatically set to download and you never play it, it doesn't count as a download. There you go. Okay. Anyway, so episode 29, Through You, had 46 listens. Episode 10, Called to Serve, had 45 listens, so pretty close. 61, The Right Place, had 38. Impromptu Promptings, episode 72, had 37 listens. Episode 59, A Perfect Love, had 36 listens, as well as episode 63, All From the Heart, Part 1, with 36 listens. And then from there, it just kind of goes down. I might as well just share a few more. Episode 11, A Misunderstood Necessity, with Whitney Hurst, 35 downloads. Episode 30, That Was Wholesome, with Angel, Evelyn, and Kadrianne, had 35 listens as well. Episode 60, Thoughts on Parenting with Lacey, and episode 78, Baller Becca, both had 33 listens. Meet My Sister Samara had 32. Meet One of the Best People Ever had 31. That was episode 64. Episode 52, Meet My Brother Malik, had 29. Episode 53, Just the Beginning, Part 1, 29 listens. Episode 62, Reunited at Last, featuring Kennedy Van Komen, had 29 listens. I guess I should have said all of these. Episode 65 and episode 66 all had 29 listens. So, All From the Heart, Part 2, Conspiracy Theories with Kennedy, had 29. Episode 71, The Good News, Part 1, had 27. Episode 19, Embarrassing Stories with Kadrianne Bird, had 25 listens, as well as 28, The Inconvenient Thing, and 51, Hope-Based, and 77, Fist Bumps and Heartbeats, Part 1. So those all had 25 listens. And then Just Beginning Part 2, which is episode 55, had 24 listens. Episode 13, Being Known as Being Loved with Whitney Hurst, had 23 listens. Episode 57, Just the Beginning Part 3, had 23 listens. Episode 70, A Question I Didn't Know I Had Part 2, featuring Anna Lemke, had 23 listens. My introduction and trailer, which is actually kind of cringy and something that I posted very, very first, November 16th, 2022 is when I posted it, and that had 22 listens, so there you go. Episode 20, Sounds Like an Easy Job, had 22 listens, and so on. I'm sure you don't want me to bore you with the details, even though I kind of already did. So, but I will share that my least listened to episodes were towards the end of the year. That kind of makes more sense, just because there wasn't as much time to listen to them. But these are those trailers that were listened to less often, which makes sense. So, Season 2, The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, listened to 6 times. Season 5, Relationships and Connecting with Others, listened to 6 times. Season 1, Happiness and Mental Health, listened to 5. Season 3, Psychology and Deeper Concepts. And Season 4, For the Strength of Youth, also listened to 5 times. And then from there on, I'll do the last few. My bonus Gorilla Glue episode 36, a quick interview with Keely, that had 9. The Fabulous Plan Part 1 with Keely had 9. A Non-Typical Lesson with Lydia Pace Part 2 had 8. It's Just a Matter of When, which was episode 88, or episode 85 had 8. Episode 88, The Healing Principle, had 8. Episode 97, Searching for Hope Part 2 had 8. Episode 4, Water Off a Duck's Back, had 7. Season 6, Family and Friends, had 7. Episode 94, Even If It's Weird, had 7. Episode 95, Name It to Tame It, Part 2, featuring Cheyenne, had 7. It's kind of unfortunate that episode 94 only has 7 listens, because I really liked that episode. So, anyway, I hope that wasn't extremely, extremely boring, but there you go. And then up to this date, from when I very started to today, I have a total of 2,131 downloads. So that's kind of exciting. And then campaign-wise, so I turned on ads in May because a friend was like, just do it. It's not going to, hurt anything. So I was like, okay. So I turned them on, and with all of those listens included from, I think it was May when I started it, I have earned a total of $11.96. And then you don't actually get paid till you hit $10. And so when I actually hit $10, I got a total, in that pay period, I got paid. Well, I will get paid. I still haven't been. I will get $10.45. So I'm making it up in the world. I've almost made a total of $12 for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of doing this. But I don't do it for the money. Obviously, this has been for me and for my growth and for just everything in my life. So I'm just extremely grateful. So anyway, thank you guys so much for supporting me and for listening. I really appreciate your love and your support and just everything that you've given me, and by listening, it's really meant a lot to me. Actually, really quick, I wanted to share, I ended up upgrading for more time. Anyway, so now I have statistics from the sources. So just for fun, I thought I would share. That year, 2023, from January 1st to December 31st, I had 1,033 listens from Apple Podcasts, which was 53.55% of total listens. And then from Spotify, I had 505 listens, which was 26.18%. iHeart in third place with 241 listens, which was 12.49%. And then the Spreaker app, which was at 66 listens at 3.42%. And then there's a few other ones that are listened to it like once or twice. I guess Amazon Music was listened to 29 times, and VLC, which I don't know what that is, was listened to 44 times. So there you go. Apple is the most used at approximately 54%, and Spotify is the second used at 26%-ish, and then iHeartRadio at 13%, well, 12.5%. So there you go. Those are the statistics for 2023. Thank you guys again so much for listening and for supporting me, and I'm excited for 2024. Woohoo! Okay, Don't forget to embrace imperfection, find meaning, satisfaction, and joy from the journey. I'm Kyra, and this is Imperfectly Broken, the podcast.